2000s. What was going on here? Well, we've just emerged from the 90s, which was very busy, but we've got a lot of revival and fragmentation. So things were kind of splitting. We've got a post-punk revival with sharp riffs and danceable rhythms. We like to get down with our bad selves. Internet is going to accelerate the scene. This internet has come in the late 90s, and suddenly we can share music. MP3s are going around. There's a pirate music scene with MP3s. We were copying our discs. You could record your songs onto a disc and play your music. MP3 players. It was a change. There was a lot of change going on here, but guitar bands still break through. There's still a dominance of guitar bands, okay? So the 2000s are the decades where British guitar music kind of reboots and refreshes itself, but it also fractures, and it became very hard to pin specifics down here, and it does survive the internet. So the internet didn't kill the guitar band, okay? Social media did. You get sharp post-punk revival, as I said. Emotional indie confessionals were still sort of lingering around, and the last truly mass popular guitar bands. So we've still got like bands that would get huge followings and people were still interested. So let's have a little look at what was going. So the big players, but it's a lot more varied than maybe the 90s and less of a legacy. So I'm going to read some bands from this era and you'll go, oh God, yeah, I remember. I like that song. You will literally go like that. So obviously the Arctic Monkeys are the most defining, I think. There was a lot going on with the Arctic Monkeys. So I bet you look on the dance floor. We all know about that, so I'm going to pin that there. Take Me Out. Franz Ferdinand, who've just had their 20-year anniversary. Remember Franz Ferdinand? Bloc Party. I talked a lot about Bloc Party. I think they were really cool, really iconic, some really great guitar sounds from them. The Libertines. Short, sweet, amazingly chaotic. Don't Look Back into the Sun is probably a song you will be familiar with. Coldplay. Wow. Coldplay. Again, really hard to put Coldplay into a particular era. Maybe emerged at the end of the 90s as, you know, the periphery of that indie sound, but then became very commercial, very diverse. But yeah, Coldplay. Yellow came out in 2000 and it was a beautiful song. And again, you know, their sounds are so different. Shiver, a less probably common known song by Coldplay, but equally as beautiful. Naive, the Kooks. Went to see the Kooks in the early noughties myself. Quite liked that sound. Again, very accented, like the lyrics. Kaiser Chiefs, Ruby, Ruby,